Hey guys, it's Rob with Strategy Simple coming at you with another video. Hey, today we're going to talk about something that I find really interesting, and it's really a concept that I call market math. And market math is basically, how much of the market is ready to buy at any given moment. Why is this important? This is all about revenue, right? So if you know who's ready to buy, you know what percentage of your market is there, you can better understand who's going to buy, who's likely to buy, all of that other fun stuff, right? So what I thought we would do is we'll actually do a quick rundown. I've got a graphic that I created that I'm going to share with you real fast, and then we're going to talk about how to put it in place and how to manage it. So let me share my screen real fast. So this is what I call market math, right? And it's really just the buyer's pyramid. Where are they from a standpoint of how many clients are out in the market right now? So at the top of the market, on average, there's 3 to 5% of your market is ready to buy now, right? And now is relative. What does that time frame look like for the buying process that you're in? Some are really short sales processes, others are really long. So based on that, 3 to 5% ready to buy now, 7 to 10% are gathering information to solve a problem. And again, these numbers are fluid, so that's why they add up to more than 100 and less than 100. So they're always going to be moving around, but these are just kind of general numbers. 20 to 30% just became problem aware, or they're not really even aware that the problem's there. And then 60 to 7%, not problem aware, they're completely cold, they're not interested, they're probably never going to buy. So that's not your target. Quite frankly, the target is the top two tiers. And you're going to do most of your marketing to focus on the 3 to 5% that are ready to buy now and the 7 to 10% that are gathering information, right? So when you're doing that, what are you doing to communicate to them, right? So if they're ready to buy now and they're heavily in the search process, or they're just beginning to gather information, how can you find that, right? There was a recent study that says that, a lot of the buying process now is done and completed before anybody ever reaches out to a company. They're doing that research online. So that means that you need to make sure that your website and your digital presence, so I call it your digital footprint, is ready to go. And it goes back to the whole conversation I had in the past couple of videos where I talked about data and data collection and what are you doing with it. Again, two types of audiences you control, right? Or there's two types of audiences: the audiences you control and the audiences that you don't control. And if you look at it from that perspective, you have to make sure that you're ready to communicate to that audience. So your website is number one. You have to make sure that you're able to capture leads, that your information is out there for the people that are actually interested in buying what you have to offer. Again, whether that's insurance policies, whether that's claim services, whatever it is, you've got to make it very clear that you are ready to do business with them, right? The next piece is really your content, and your content has to be ready to go to them. And I'm going to say collateral as well. And I always get in trouble for this. I had a client call me out, and he was like, well, you're saying that everything's got to be digital. Collateral, I'm not going to print everything. Collateral is also digital collateral, right? So when I say content and collateral, a lot of times that stuff's going to interchange, right? It's going to be the same, kind of the same phraseology. So content and collateral's got to be ready to go. It's got to be appropriate, and it's got to speak to where they are in their buying process, right? Just sending a brochure isn't enough. Whether that's a PDF, whether that's direct mail, whether you hand it to them, it doesn't matter. It's where they are in the buying process. You have to create the content that's appropriate for that. The next piece is if you are doing ads, right? And this is a big deal. Those need to be customized for where they are in the buying process, and you've got to make sure that when they're early in the stage, when those ads count, right? When they're doing that research, that 7 to 10%, going back to that market math, right? When they're in this area right here, that 7 to 10% gathering info to solve a problem, that's when they're going to be clicking on those ads. The people that are ready to buy now, they're probably already past that stage. They've already collected all that information. The last part is you've also got to have a process in place. And this is one of the things that a lot of organizations struggle with. And it's not that hard, right? So I always talk about marketing funnels, and people don't understand what I'm talking about when I talk about a marketing funnel a lot of times. And it's basically, what is your process? What is, when they come in, what's it going to look like? So on this model, this is a really simple funnel overview. You have traffic that comes in. So in this example, we're using a Facebook ad. You come into an opt-in page, right? Maybe they're coming in from LinkedIn. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about the traffic piece. But they come into an opt-in page. You get some information there. You're going to make them an offer. They're going to give them some part of the buying process. And this works for both B2B and B2C. This isn't just for B2B stuff. Everybody always argues with that too. Come into the opt-in page. There might be an application page or something like that where they've got to put some basic information in, or maybe it is an app to some degree. Or you're just taking them to a download page. In a lot of cases, I've got a lot of clients that are starting to use videos. Instead of coming into the opt-in page, they'll take them to a landing page, they'll build some authority, and they'll make the offer, and they'll spend some time with them. Then it goes to the thank you page. And this is just basically saying, hey, thanks for taking the time to give me your information. This is great. I always like to send content via email rather than have them download it, so that if I want to communicate more, I can. Then it comes down to the email series, right? So I'm going to give them a confirmation email, a couple of reminder emails. I may do a strategy call or a call with the client. Then I'm going to take them to another sales page, right? So this is a simple funnel. It doesn't always have to look like this. There's hundreds of ways you can build out a funnel. And if you're able to take orders online, then you go online and you do it through the order form page, right? Maybe they pay online if you've got online credit card processing. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, right? Is just, what does your market math look like? Are you paying attention to the markets you're spending to if you're that's ready to buy? So pay attention to that. Look at that. Be aware that it's a pretty critical component. I'm kind of having trouble talk today. But know what your market math is. I always tell everybody, 3 to 5% is ready to buy now. 7 to 10% are probably in that looking stage. They're going to buy soon. That's where you need to focus on. But man, don't forget about all the other people. Let me share my screen again. Don't forget all the people down here, that 20 to 30%, and then even the 60 to 7%. If they come in and they opt in, if you can get them to your page and you can collect that data, right? I'm going back to the data thing again. If you can collect their information and you can put together an automation, an email marketing series that just stays top of mind. It doesn't have to be 100, 2,000 words or anything like that. Just share information, share relevant information, and stay top of mind. So kind of scattered a little bit today. So hopefully that was of value. And if you have any questions, if you'd like to discuss this further, or if I can help you get some of this stuff started, then hit me up and we'll talk soon. Thanks.